So let's go over this again. This is your society. Society is a secret society, and that's pretty much your huge population of people on the planet. They've chosen either the Niburians or the Anunnaki side. This is your secret society, your Masons. Blue, white, Jesus, Moses, cat. These are all their symbols. Ram, red, black, Lucifer. It all equals the AI system. If you're a TI and they give you the yellow crap with their cars, with their clothes, with all that bullshit, it's ELF. It's designed to upset you. Okay? And there's makeup out there called ELF. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you, people? It tells you that, they make corporations that upset your chakra system because they want the bioenergy field. Everything on this planet is designed to feed the system. Okay? What about what you want? ELF makeup. ELF. Look it up. Let's go over the chakra system. Green equals your heart. Orange equals the solar plexus, and that represents also Saturn. Red is sex. Blue is your throat. And then purple is your crown chakra. Chakra. Okay, this whole thing has been invaded by their fucking psychotronic weapons. And this is also tied to, a lot of it is probably the VLAN. You might want to check out what Chris Thomas has to say about this. It's an energy frequency field that's on the planet, and it's tied to Project Bluebeam. It's an energy grid. And it's on the planet, and that's DARPA. They have this on the planet right now. This is what's preventing you from having, your organic dreams at night. This motherfucker right here is keeping you from you in your fourth dimensional creativity. Because what the Anunnaki and the Niburian bloodline does is they've used this psychotronic weaponry and they attack your pineal gland, and then they download what you should see. It could be anything. More than likely it's down in the cloning centers. Or down in the dumbs. Okay? They take your sleeping consciousness and they put it down into a clone. The cloning's been going on for thousands of years. I've told you a million times it goes all the way back to Egypt. And they're bullshit. So if you're a TI, you're over here. This is society, and this is you. This is what they want you to join. The Niburian or the Anunnaki. This is not life, people. This is tied to the AI system. Okay? This is what they want. This is the inorganic timeline. You want the organic timeline. You want to be over here. Okay? What they've done to me is they've taken my consciousness and moved it up to the 13th floor or whatever the hell it is. Because that was part of their gain-stalking shit. There's another way, people. Okay? It's all tied to the Rev 1313, okay? Their shit. It's the VLAN / reptilian, whatever you want to call them. But I recommend that you check out Chris Thomas's video. It's called the VLAN, which is an ET threat. Which is them. They're the threat. Not us. Them. The VLAN. This is all goes back to the ancient Egypt shit. Black and white, red and blue, white and blue. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, it's all copper-based DNA. That's them. Okay, copper-based DNA. The Dans. The Dans in the Bible. The Dananites. Okay? Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel is one bloodline. That's them. Hello? All they did was just divide it. It's the same bloodline. It's just a title or something. Niburian or Anunnaki. Whatever. It's the same stuff. Alright, the reason why all this shit's happening is because your sun is getting hotter and brighter. Okay? I've already explained it. The sun's going through a solar transition, and they don't want you to know that. So if they do their big event, it's going to be tied to the sun, where they probably do, 3 days of darkness crap. They'll shut the grid down, EMP, and they'll say, oh, we're under a threat. There's a threat. Lockdown, lockdown, lockdown. Here comes the savior. Woo! Sweeps you off your feet. You're saved. Nibiru saved you. Or Niburian is the threat. It's going to be some kind of shit like that. Project Bluebeam. They're attacking you, the human. Wake up. With this psychotronic weaponry. The reason why everybody shuts up and goes along is because they don't want to get, either A, they just don't have the balls to go for it, or C, or B, they just don't want to get hit with the directed energy weapons. They want to remain stupid and be a robot. And not realize their real potential, their creativity, which is their pineal gland, their 4D. They want to go, they want the Anunnaki to control their dream state. That's how weak they are. They're cowards. They have no balls to declare what is theirs, and that's their problem, not yours. I am declaring me. My pineal gland belongs to me, my creativity, my body, and your fucking implants don't belong in me. I'm not your fucking toy. Because later on down the road, people, later on, it's a matter of time, tick-tock, before it starts attacking someone personal in your family. Are you going to turn away? I'm sure you will. Because the cowards out there, the gang stalkers, they turn a blind eye to their own fucking family. And if the children knew this, they would wise up. Say, enough of this shit. Walking around with your iPhone and then you fall into a manhole. I wonder how that happened. You're over here, TIs. And that's a good thing. You stay over here. Let society deal with their nonsense. Their ancient Egyptian shit. They're on the wrong road. They're all slaves. Because they don't have the gall to stand up to people like, the elite. Call them out. I know one that was on YouTube. They called out George Soros and said, hey, I got tattoos, and you have to, swear your allegiance to serving him and all this horse shit. Well, you know what? Cat's out of the bag now. We need more people. People on the inside need to wise up. Stop causing all this aggravation. Stop being an activist and be a citizen. You know what? Be a fucking human being. Your soul attaches to one of the bloodlines on this earth. They've been messing with genetics forever. It is who you are on a soul level that counts the most. But what they're doing is they're attacking people with specific DNA, and that is wrong. Why? Because they probably pose a little bit of a threat. Because they tell this truth. They speak up. They say enough of this horse shit. Because if someone doesn't speak up, it keeps going and it goes on. And more destruction and more death. And it just never ends, people. Pretty soon, who knows what kind of a world you're going to have. What, y'all going to live underground? People need to wake up. People in the military, private corporations, just regular people on the street, they need to start speaking up against the elite and what the fuck they're doing. I can only do so much. But I do know their history. If you know the history, you got something. And that's why I relay all the information to you. I don't charge it. I give it freely because I know that these people over here are suffering. And I know that the diplomats in Cuba are getting hit. If that's a legitimate story. They should sue the shit out of their employer. Standing there saying, well, we don't know. Yeah, they do know. Psychotronic weaponry. Look it up. Start suing the government for this shit. The people who got hit with this stuff need to wake up. Stop playing along to go along because it's only going to get worse. And you know what? If this really is a legit story, guess what they did to your health? They damaged you. And they're sitting down their dumbs and they're twiddling their thumbs. Senators, corporations, and your government know because they've sold humanity down the river. They have sold everyone down the river. They sell their own children off. They're nothing but pedophilias. Human traffickers. They take insurance bids. Land assets, insurance, bidding, it's a video game to them. Is that how everybody wants to live? Get in their car, put their pants on, go in their car, go to their lousy job, and realize that they're in a video game? Wake up. Attacking statues, do you think that's a really intelligent thing to do? Is that the IQ quotient of everybody? That the statue is there? Well, that statue represents history. That's why they go to war, people. They go to war to hide the artifacts. They go after museums, artifacts, you name it. Dirt, spit, DNA, blood. They do it all. And then they tell everybody, they pay them off and say, oh, it's okay, you get $1 million in your account if you keep it quiet. Walk away. While someone really suffers. There's no way to live on this planet, people. Because pretty soon they're going to daisy chain all these planets. Who knows where they've been? They got the moon. They got Mars. They probably have, Saturn. Their favorite planet, Saturn. They have jump room technology. Go from point A to point B. They don't give a shit. They stomp on people like an ant. So, I know what it's like to have a surrounding of people sit there in silence. They have no balls. They don't know right from wrong anymore. Because they've been so, dumbed down. Too many visits down in the dumb, right? don't know what real love is. See, that's the thing. They wear green. Oh, that's another thing, TIs. I want to tell you this. When they wear green, they want you to love the reptilians. The green. It's green. It has nothing to do with how you feel. It's you exuding out your love to this Velon race. That's you giving up your love to them. I'm sorry, that doesn't work for me. Living on this planet is black and white. That's what they're doing. This is their AI system. And then I'm telling you that there's another path. It's our path. They want to keep everybody hostage. So there's a lot of evil on this planet. But the worst one is when people are silent and they don't speak up.